Welcome to the Raising Confident Girls podcast, your guide to raising strong, confident daughters. I'm Melissa Jones, the founder of Girls Positivity Club and a teacher for over 20 years. In a world where girls often feel overwhelmed, anxious, and confused, this podcast is your go-to space. As caregivers, we navigate challenges together. I founded Girls Positivity Club to provide a place where you belong and get the tools to face today's hurdles. Consider this your regular check-in with a trusted friend, offering insights and practical tips for meaningful conversations. I'm here to help you feel confident on this journey of raising a generation of empowered girls. Let's dive in and raise those confident girls together. Hey everybody, it's Melissa and welcome to Pep Talk Friday. If your daughter has been overwhelmed lately, melting down quickly, or shutting down, or holding things in, and you're doing everything, but you're still wondering, am I helping enough? Am I staying patient enough? Am I saying the right things? This one is for you. Take a breath because you're not alone in this. I want to tell you something that you probably haven't told yourself in far too long. And I love this phrase. And that is, you're doing better than you think. You're showing up, and that's enough. Not perfect, not always calm, not always knowing the right words, but you're showing up. And when your daughter is overwhelmed, even if she snaps or shuts down or says, I don't know, 100 times, I don't know. She feels your presence more than your perfection. Your steadiness, your warmth, your willingness to sit in discomfort with her, those are things that she remembers. Those are things that anchor her. And so you don't have to get every moment right. You don't have to do everything perfectly or say all the perfect things. You just have to stay connected, and you are. So I want to give you this grounding phrase for when you're feeling overwhelmed while you're supporting her, maybe even supporting her with her overwhelm. So this phrase is one that I want you to borrow when you feel it, when you are needing to support her and you yourself can feel your body start to get overwhelmed. And I know for me, I will tighten my shoulders, or I'll clench my jaw, or I can feel my body get tense because I feel like I want to help her in such a meaningful way. And I can also start to feel this panic inside of me of like, okay, I feel like I need to help. I'm not sure what to do. I know this worked last time, but then this time this happened. And I want to remind you, when you start having those thoughts and those racing thoughts and just feeling like very overwhelmed in the moment, that you can say this to yourself: I can help her through this, and I don't have to do it all at once. Because I know for me, I've been looking sometimes for the perfect thing to say or the perfect solution. And I want you, even if you have to say this out loud to yourself, to try this. I can help her through this, and I don't have to do it all at once. Say it in the bathroom, say it in the car, say it as you walk back into the room. And that's something that I do a lot, is if I'm just needing a minute and I'm afraid that I'm going to snap or I'm going to say the wrong thing in anger or in overwhelm or whatever, and I get kind of caught up in the moment too, I'll walk outside and get the mail, or I will just go in the other room and take a breath. And I don't always do this perfectly, but when I can remember, I love saying a phrase to myself, either in my head or out loud. And I do both. So this phrase relieves the pressure. It reconnects you to your calm, and it reminds you both that you don't have to fix everything today or tonight. You don't have to find all the answers or have all the answers, and that you're allowed to take a breath. When you take one small step, she takes hers. And so if you're thinking like, well, how do I do this? Or how would this look? What would I do? I want you to think, before you would help her, before you respond, before you say anything, try something incredibly small but powerful. Take one slow breath and drop your shoulders. Just let them fall. It sounds too simple to matter, but here's what that does. It tells your nervous system, I'm safe. Yes, as a parent and a caregiver, we still need to hear those things. It brings your voice down without effort. It softens your face so you look more approachable. And your daughter instantly feels that shift, even if she doesn't say a word. This is the fastest way to bring you back to center so that you can help her come back to center too. You don't need a whole technique, just a breath and a shoulder drop. It works. Then say your grounding phrase. We're going to get through this one step at a time. And that is enough. And here's a final reminder that you may need to hear. Before we wrap up, I want you to hold on to this. Your presence is still doing more than you can see right now. I remember when my mom used to sit with me on the stairs. And I don't know why I remember the stairs, but I think it's because it was a bridge to me coming home from school and actually coming into the house. And even though I was in the house, our stairs were right outside of the front door. So as you walk in our door, there's like an entryway, a foyer, and then stairs immediately to our left. And a lot of times if I had a hard day, I would just sit on the step and my mom would meet me there. And I just remember her presence on the steps with me meant the world. And I don't know how many times we sat on those steps, and I can remember at different phases of my life when we sat there. And that mattered a lot to me because she didn't have to say the perfect thing. And a lot of times I would come home crying because I had held it together all day at school. I didn't feel emotionally safe at school. And so it was probably the first place where I felt like I could sit down and just let loose and just let it all out and my sadness and how I was feeling. And that is what your presence is doing for your daughter too, whether it's on the steps, whether it's at the kitchen table or at the island or on your patio or wherever it is on your couch. It's doing more than you can see right now. And I'm a grown adult and I still remember my mom doing that for me. And I don't remember the exact conversations that we had, but I know in that space, I felt supported. And so she may not show it because I'm sure I didn't at the time. She may not say it. She may not have to say it because you can both feel the safety of your presence together. And she feels the safety of you. She feels the softness of you. She feels the steadiness of you, even when you feel shaky inside. And on the days when she's overwhelmed and you're exhausted, you're not failing. You're not parenting in the wrong way. You are not making mistakes that can't be reversed. I know I've said the wrong thing at the wrong time because I've been exhausted. And that's not what's happening here. You are parenting with heart. And that matters more than you know. Even you listening to this episode means that you care and that you want to do right and make sure that you're showing up for your daughter or the girls in your life. You're doing beautifully. She's going to get through this, and she's lucky to have you walking her through each step. I hope this was helpful today. Please send it to someone it could help if you think, oh yeah, I think this could really help. And this person is coming to mind. Please share it with them. I hope you have a great weekend and a great rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining another empowering episode of the Raising Confident Girls podcast. Share today's insights with caregivers and friends, building beautiful relationships with strong girls. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're not just a podcast, we're a community. Follow Girls Positivity Club on social media for more empowering content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. This podcast empowers you, supporting incredible girls. Let's create strong, beautiful relationships with the girls in our lives. I appreciate you listening today. Stay confident, stay connected. Until next time, keep raising those confident girls. You've got this.